Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Huge snowstorm covering. It's going to blanket most of the U.S. Lots of snow, anywhere from like 10 to in some places 40 inches means people are going to be snowed in. You might be like, RJ, what's that got to do with me? Well, we got championship Sunday in the NFL. We got hockey. We got college hoops. We got NBA. When you're snowed in and you can't go out, what happens? These little things come alive, right? TikTok, X, YouTube. Click that like, hit subscribe. Wherever you go, you're going to have your phone. You're going to be restricted to your house. What's that mean? That means bettors are going to be firing off way more bets. 92% of the betting public will lose this weekend. Why? Boredom. They'll just be firing off bets. They'll be live betting. They'll be betting everything under the sun. Heck, they may not even know what rugby is, and they'll be betting a rugby game somewhere overseas. Really important that discipline remains your key here. So the one good thing is you're snowed in, can't go anywhere. Well, that means you got more time to kind of work on your handicapping and work on your craft. What I mean by that, obviously, a huge focus on the AFC and NFC championship games for football, but don't donate all that money back just firing off. Take that time to actually set yourself up to be even better. There's so much more money to be made after football. A lot of people are just football. Well, they bet it because they think they know it, and yet they still lose. But what you'll find is college basketball, the NHL, and especially baseball, you can make a ton of money, way more than you can make on football. Why? Well, there's more games, there's more opportunities. And here's the thing. These games are night in, night out. Really hard for the books to get an edge as to where a football game, it can set on the board for a week or so. That thing's been dissected every which way. There's not a whole lot of edge one way or the other a lot of times. So how can you get ready for this? Start picking out some college basketball teams and just research them. Look at their ATS trends. Look at how they're doing in conference play. Pick out one or two conferences, and while you're snowed in, instead of firing off a million bets, right, and being all stressed out and stressing your family out, get in the lab and work on it. Work on, hey, what to look for. How's this team doing against the trend? March Madness is coming, but more importantly, we got a whole nother month and a half of the regular season. In conference college hoops, you can make so much money. NHL, start, if you're going to be on your phone, start searching around different handicappers, right? I know a lot of people are against handicappers. And let me tell you something, 90% of them are sleazeballs, but there's some 10% out there that truly do win and truly do get across the finish line. So if you're not a hockey person, it's just like you might have a stock in your 401k and something medical and you don't even like medical, right? But it's making you money. Kind of search around, find a good hockey handicapper, find somebody that's a good NBA totals guy. Start following them, see what kind of deals they are. More importantly, put you an Excel or a Google sheet together. Track every bet. If you haven't did it, it's not too late. You're still here in the month of January. Just start it from today. Just say, hey, January 1st through 24th, I know I made this, because you can go on DraftKings, FanDuel, Fanatics. They'll tell you they have a running P&L for you. This is my loss up till here, but where I started tracking it, this is where I started making money. If you do that, you will be amazed. Take this snowstorm not as an opportunity to get bored and fire off a bunch of bets where you didn't even like the game, because truly you're just flipping a quarter. You think you know, but you don't really know, right? Pull you up a book, Kindle or something, find you a book on sports handicapping, right? Betting for dummies. There's so much good literature out there. And I tell people this all the time. Other than my relationship with God, my kids, and finding my new wife, handicapping has been the best thing that has ever truly happened to me. It's opened up so many doors, and it's something that I've learned over 21 years to get really, really good at. Doesn't mean that there isn't lows, but there's a whole lot of highs, and man, they feel good. And on top of it, you can make money year over year, but you can't take weekends like this weekend. Listen, snow pushers, the people at Lowe's selling shovels and salt, they're going to make a ton of money. And who else is going to make a ton of money is sportsbooks, all these betting apps. because you have championship games, you have NBA, you have NHL, you have college, and people are going to be snowed in their living room, in front of their TV and in front of their phone for 2, 3, 4 days. And wouldn't you know it, it's going to fall right over the weekend with all this action. 140 games on the board, college hoops on a Saturday, championship games on a Sunday, full slate of hockey both days, full slate of NBA both days, NBA on ABC on Saturday night. Never mind you, there's a golf event going where Scotty Scheffler's at the top of the leaderboard, right? The Australian Open's going on. There's so much going on in the sports world. Don't get sucked into firing off a bunch of bets. So listen, be disciplined, as I say always. Start your Google, your Excel, your tracker, however you're going to track your bets. That's number 2. Do that. You'll be so surprised how it changes your bankroll and how it changes your money for sports betting. Number 3, pick you out some college basketball teams or some college basketball conferences and just do some reading, do some research, right? Get ready for March Madness. Number 4, start looking around for handicappers. Now, listen, I wouldn't recommend going out there and spending $2,000 on a yearly, but find something you can get 1 to 3 months. Why do I say 3 months? You can't really guess a handicapper off of a day or a week. If they win 7 in a row, you're going to think they're the greatest thing ever. They just had a great week. Everybody has highs. Everybody has lows in this business. If you follow somebody for 3 months, that's a big enough sample size to see, hey, can they make me some money? If that's the case, then you stick with them for another 3 months and another 3 after that, right? So find somebody in a sport that maybe you're not really all that good at or you haven't really dipped your toes into. Again, that could be NHL. That could be college hoops. That could be an NBA person, an NBA totals person. Heck, it could be a golf person now that golf season's going, right? Again, you might say, well, I hate golf. Do you hate money? There's an opportunity to make money each and every way. And again, listen to you, throw it in an earbud, listen to a sports podcast, right? A sports handicapping podcast. Start to go around. Doesn't mean you have to follow everybody's opinion. This is something I do a lot. I take in a ton of information in my handicapping, but I listen to no one, right? It's really hard for you to maybe do that because you haven't been doing it as long, but you want to know what people are thinking and what trends are, because whether somebody's a winner or a loser, you can pick something up to help you with your handicapping from each and every person. You never stop learning. We never stop learning in life. So again, you're going to be snowed in. Don't let this get the best of you and be depositing a bunch of money that you end up losing firing off bets. Be disciplined, research, build yourself. 2026 is going to be the year that you make thousands and thousands of dollars sports handicapping if you just get mentally disciplined. RJ Cash, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap. Visit us, breaktheboardsports.com. Promo code NFL50. Whether you fade or follow, hope you guys win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.